was very emotional for me, and I'm sure most of you know that I've been very sad. I think most of you were afraid to call me. Anyway, it was a very hard time for me, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it, but it's difficult to do that, so I thought I would write you a letter. Then I decided that most of you probably wouldn't read the letter if I wrote you, so I decided I'll just read the letter to you. And probably some of you won't even watch the video, maybe for 20 years, but hopefully you will watch it someday. I just want to tell you why I'm sad and tell you how I feel. So I'm going to read the letter to you. A letter to my family. Hey guys, I know this might seem silly to you, but I need to say this and then I'll be done. November 6, 2012 is the day America died for me. I no longer want to watch the news. It's depressing and I can't change anything. I've realized that now. I feel sad that I've lost something so precious to me. I feel the need to make you realize what I lost. I was raised in a country that was proud. Proud of our flag. Proud to say that I'm an American. I was raised to pledge allegiance to the flag. And you say, what's so special about that? Well, it was important because we felt it. We felt it in our heart. We had fathers, grandfathers, uncles, even some of us had brothers that fought for the flag. We were taught in school the history of our United States of America and how we started. We were taught how our ancestors fought and died to give us this special gift, America. Can you imagine the hours of labor our forefathers put into writing the Constitution and our current administration is trying to disassemble? You need to hear how it was when I was growing up. We were taught that no matter where we started, and I started at the bottom, by the way, we were in charge of our own future. We would have never considered the option, even if it was available, of letting someone support us just because we didn't have the skills or we didn't have the ambition to support our own self. Of course there were people in need. There always have been and always will be. The neighbors and the churches helped and shared what they had with these people, even though some of them had very little. The people in need were grateful, but never became dependent. Children in my generation worked for what they wanted. Even the kids with wealthy parents worked. It was a way of life then. Do I feel abused by the fact that I worked? No. I feel blessed for the lesson of life it taught me. I've always known and always will know that anything I want, if I want it bad enough, I'll do it. I'll figure it out. I know that. I've always been a proud American. 20 years ago, I went to Europe. And I was told by the tour guide that we should kind of conceal that we're Americans because a lot of the Europeans don't like us Americans. And it really made me realize how important it was to be an American. I could never disclaim being an American. My dad and my uncle, along with others in our small town, signed up to defend our country during World War II. Even though my dad had 3 kids, I was an infant. He did it because it was the right thing to do. He had my grandfather to help my mother with us kids, and that was what families did then. I have fond memories growing up of sneaking into the closet to peek at my dad's Navy uniform. My sister and I liked to see it, and we were very proud of my dad. I don't know if I can make you see my America. I guess you don't care because you don't know what it was like. I wish I could make you see the difference because it will be up to you and your children's generation to restore that American pride. I fear that you will have to fight for it the way our ancestors fought in the first place. My Democratic daddy spoke openly about politics, and I remember several times hearing him say, "That sounds like socialism to me." I wonder what he would say now. I say this with a heavy heart. I no longer take pride in America. I hope I will again someday before I die, but I doubt that I will. It's a sad thing for me to admit. I was a bad baby American that would have given my life gladly for my country. All I can do now is pray for your America and ask you to teach your children the history of the world because, as you know, history repeats itself. over and over. I love you all very much. And I will never stop loving you guys. And I wish the best for you. And if you watch this in 100 years, I hope everything is good and happy and great. Signed by your Granny.